Whoa.
Hey,
Whoa.
what? Who are you?
How'd I get here?
What are you? Well, hold on
I
a
was
second.
just somewhere else.
I remember you.
I don't know how I got here.
Do you guys remember this guy? You remember this guy? I'll give you a clue. His name's at the bottom corner there.
It's too good of a clue.
Yeah. Big, giant cat dragged him back. He's back. He was on a hiatus. He said he didn't like me for a while there, so he said screw me and he left. Just like he said,
I said those exact words. Screw me, I am out.
I'm out. I'm taking my ball. I'm going home.
Both of them.
Yeah, all of them.
I took both
Every
of my
ball.
balls
He's only
and
got
I
one.
went home.
He's only got one.
We don't talk about that.
Well, welcome to the show. If you're here, if you're not, well, you're not welcome to the show then, I guess.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about today. We got a bunch of different topics. Twitter rebranding and becoming X. It's kind of weird, but okay. Let's see what he does with this. I guess it's been kind of a long time coming.
Yeah, his original PayPal was X.com.
Yeah.
When they sold.
So apparently he got that back, but so we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about Sound of Freedom. It's hit over 100 million in the box office, which is nice considering it's only domestic releases. So
a lot of cash.
Yeah, I think people are supporting it because they don't like kids being trafficked, which is kind of cool. And speaking of trafficking,
the media,
yeah, true.
They seem to like it.
Speaking of trafficking, whether it's real or not, Andrew Tate, we got him and Tucker.
Almost certainly not real.
Yeah, almost certain, but
not one charge.
Exactly. Yeah, but he was with Tucker, and Tucker did an interview on Twitter with him, so we'll talk about that. We got a couple of Nova Scotia. So us in Canada, if you know what Nova Scotia is,
in the States, you might not know what that is.
One of our watery provinces.
It's a Canadian territory.
It's very watery. It's not a territory; it's a province.
They don't know what's going on up in Canada.
They don't know either way.
It's that Canadian country.
Yeah. It's like the equivalent of one of your states, but whatever. Anyways, but it's flooding. It's going underwater. So we'll talk about that. A few other things. I don't know. We'll go as we go. But yeah. So if you haven't already and you're watching, please hit the subscribe button. Help us out. Share our channel with your friends. If you like what you see, hit the like.
Give us
comment.
Money and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're not asking for money yet, but we will eventually. We'll start getting
take it.
We'll take your money if you want.
I'm not going to ask for it explicitly, even though I just did, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we don't mind money. Yeah. So and check out our videos all through the week. 5 o'clock during the week. If you've missed any part of the podcast and you don't want to go through the whole podcast again, you can just watch our videos during the week at 5 o'clock. We do all the segments and we break them down. So yeah, without further ado, let's let's get on the first thing here. Let me
remember you minimized it.
Oh, I minimized what?
The Chrome page.
Oh, I usually just open this up and it reopens it.
Yeah, it's because it's minimized. So nope. Click on the Streamlabs.
See? Look at this. See, he's teaching
me. If you minimize it, it goes away.
He's teaching me things. All right. Well, there you go. Fair enough. Okay. Well, I mean, it was bound to happen, I guess. Twitter, the rebrand.
Yeah, I think it was the plan from the beginning. Because I know he's talked about renaming it to X way in the past when he first bought it, and I think the idea is to make Twitter like an everything app.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that this is just kind of the first step. Also, people are saying that this is like a press event to distract everybody from the fact that they kind of brought back censorship.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to read a smidge of this article. It actually talks about that new chick that from NBC. Oddly enough, this is an NBC article. So it's funny. It's very mild. It doesn't criticize or anything. It's kind of funny. So it says Twitter is officially rebranded to X after owner Elon Musk changed its iconic bird logo Monday, marking its latest major shift since its takeover of the social media platform. So he put the X up right away. So he said, asked if the logo would change in the Twitter Spaces audio chat. He said yes, telling an unknown speaker, "We're cutting the Twitter logo off the building with blowtorches." So he's obviously making jokes. Here's a little picture, obviously, of what I guess. I don't know. I guess that he tweeted that. Yeah,
projection of the
he tweeted that. So it says here by Sunday afternoon, the web address x.com was already redirecting what was once Twitter. The domain returned to Musk in 2017 after it was relinquished under the merger that became PayPal. So this whole article is very nice. It's
Oh, that was a long time after the PayPal sale, though. So like that must mean that like they had a deal that he would get that domain back after a certain amount of time.
yeah, like it expired or whatever.
Yeah, that he would get it. Like they could hold it for 10 years or whatever, and then
Maybe that's why he was kind of waiting a little bit.
maybe.
But it says here, Twitter CEO Linda Yaccarino said in a series of posts that the rebrand is the start of a move to push the app in new directions. She's the former head of ad sales for NBC Universal, the parent company of NBC News, which is funny because that's what this article is, right? NBC. So obviously it's not going to say shit about Mrs. Yaccarino,
Yeah.
who I'm still on the fence about.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he did there. He's rebranding the whole thing.
I don't know. I don't know what his deal is.
I can understand if he wanted to get back some of the ad revenue, or he was a little bit worried about them bleeding money at first. You get a chickie like Yaccarino in there, and she seems stable. She knows some people with NBC and all that kind of stuff. She knows all the right people in the right spaces. But now, if they're going a different direction, it's a fucking point.
Soon you're going to be banned again for misgendering people.
Yeah, well, we like to misgender people. It's fun. I misgender men.
More fun when they get mad at you.
Well, I misgender men. I've been doing my whole life.
Yeah.
I've been calling my friends ladies all the time whenever they're...
Come on, ladies, let's get to it.
Yeah, whenever they're being pansies or whatever.
Yeah,
I just
well,
call
whenever
them
they're
ladies.
acting like women, frankly.
Yeah.
So. Not that that means anything anymore.
No, sorry, women. You're kind of I guess disposable at this point. We're just taking you over.
We're just working on the reproduction aspect, but everything else seems to be coming along nicely.
Yeah. The plan that we've had in motion for a while, it's coming along nicely.
It's coming along.
Yeah, we're going to replace you soon.
We're close.
Yeah, so we'll see how this kind of goes with Twitter. I think either way, I think Elon's going to turn it into something. I just hope it's not what you said. Yeah, I hope it's not a dumpster fire of bullshit, but too early to tell right now.
Yeah, he did just start an AI company, I think.
He did.
So
yeah,
it's probably going to be part of it too.
I think he feels bad about his whole involvement in open AI that isn't open anymore or whatever.
Well,
which one was it? Open AI that he was part of?
Yeah, well, okay, so they were a nonprofit. Yeah. He donated to the nonprofit. Then they became a public company, and like he didn't get anything for it. So he like put like a lot of money into it, and they kind of took it basically.
Well, Elon's proving he's not very good with business.
Well,
but he is. He is
simultaneously. He's one of the best.
Yeah.
Well, weird. Actually, maybe his success is not because he's good at business.
I think it's because he's brilliant.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, but then it's like maybe he's really good at business because, like, fuck, man, how did Tesla survive and how did SpaceX survive? Well, there must have been some crazy business stuff that went on that led to that.
It's true. Well, let's hope this works out just as well then, I guess. All right. Well, let's go to the next thing we're going to talk about here. Again, sorry. Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen this, but I was watching this the other day. Tucker and Andrew Tate on Twitter. It's a great interview. It's like 2.5 hours, something. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. It's all over the place now.
I love the fucking
I'll read this
title of the article.
There was a better one. But it was Dumpster Fire Rolling Stone, and they don't let you look at anything unless you subscribe or pay.
Yeah, you just see the title.
Yeah, I'm not getting beyond their paywall. Yeah, so I'll read this. This is a Forbes article. It's pretty bad. Just the start of it, sort of thing. It says Tucker Carlson becomes latest champion of accused human trafficker Andrew Tate. Here's why some conservatives love him. So, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna read it. I'll get
brazenly misogynist.
Yeah, I read part of it, and it's shit. Like these articles are shit. Forbes is shit. They're trying to say that basically that he kind of just made up shit as he was talking to him. He was changing stuff. So if anybody is watching, watch the interview between Tucker and Thing. people are calling it softball and stuff. It wasn't softball. What it was he let him talk. Like,
Yeah.
that's what fucking good interviewers do.
Yeah, but that's a softball nowadays.
He's not interrogating him.
Yeah. It's not just like not interrogating, it's not like insulting and berating and interrupting and not allowing them to get thing like nowadays, like obviously we all know what like real journalism is, and it's that. Nowadays though, in the journalistic sphere, real journalism is that. I'm going to interrupt you. I'm going to deride the
Mhm.
conversation. I'm going to insult you. I'm going to tell you why you're dumb or whatever. And I'm not going to let you get a coherent thought out. And you
Don't let
know,
you finish a thought.
no, God forbid.
Yeah, that's not good journalism, is according to garbage media outlets. But it was so he asked about the charges. So according to Tate, the charges are that um, it's not necessarily human trafficking. What it was, and this is according to Tate again. I've never read the charges or anything.
Well, there weren't any charges.
Well,
There
what
were
he's
only
well,
accusations.
yeah, okay. So what
Yeah.
they're saying is that there were a couple women that were on TikTok that he had coerced into going on TikTok, and he made money from that using the coercion.
Yeah.
This is what Tate says again. So I don't know. I haven't vetted this. This is from his lips essentially. So he's saying there wasn't any sex trafficking like that. It was more like that he coerced women to go on TikTok, and he made money from that. And if anybody knows the TikTok money model, they'll know that TikTok is complete garbage. You really don't make any money on it. Why do you think people kick off of TikTok and then take their little TikToks and put them onto like YouTube or or Facebook or whatever? That's where they try to make the legit money. But anyways, so that's what he's saying. And then he was talking about prison life and all that, and it was a good interview. But Tate's like a super smart guy. He's very charismatic, obviously. So it's nice to just hear him talk and just be left to talk.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I don't know what I don't know what the next plans are. He's on house arrest right now, so he can't do anything.
Yeah.
Um, but
So we
at
gotta
least he's out
break
of
him out of
jail,
there.
right?
Yeah.
And he's doing interviews. I don't know if he's going to get in trouble for this eventually or whatever. I
Who the
know he
hell
was
knows?
careful on some things he was talking about,
Yeah.
but if you haven't checked out the interview, go check it out, because especially you. I told you already to check it
I
out.
don't know. I still haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, it was good. And if you like Tate in general, you're just gonna like to hear him talk.
Yeah.
And this is him talking about the Matrix stuff. There was actually one funny part that I'll blow it for you if you're watching, uh, where he's talking about the Matrix with Tucker, and I told you about this. And he
Oh,
says
yeah.
he's like explaining the Matrix, and Tucker had never seen the movie, so he's like, "You've never seen the movie?" So he starts explaining the thing, but Tucker just explained that he's dyslexic and he can't watch movies really. So, but it was kind of funny that he had to explain the Matrix, because at this point, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
75% of the world has seen the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's especially with people talking about it. You get mainstream
Yeah.
guys.
If you haven't seen The Matrix, you know The Matrix.
Yeah,
Like you know what it's about.
yeah,
Like I knew what it was about long before I watched it. I only first watched it like last year.
yeah. Because I told you to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, well, I mean, we'll wrap this up. I mean, we'll talk about we'll keep you apprised on what's going on with this with Tate. He's obviously something hot to talk about. So if he does anything new, you'll see us talk about
Yeah.
it. All right. Let's get on to the next thing
Moving
here.
on to the
On to the next. On and through. We just keep going, barreling through here. So, Sound of Freedom. I've talked about this before. You haven't seen this movie.
no.
I've seen it. As I've said before, I won't see it again because it's not a movie you want to watch twice. It's kind of awful. I would, to support it, I'd go buy a ticket and just not watch it again. It's just, I don't know, who wants to see true stories about kids
Kids
being,
being abused.
yeah, something. Anyways, so this article here, it says how Sound of Freedom box office compares to Barbie and Oppenheimer. Okay, how it doesn't compare, because it's not going to compare. So this article here is from Newsweek. It's kind of whatever. I'm not going to read any of it, but what I'm going to show you, there's a part here that talks about, it talks about that there was some suppression of Sound of Freedom because they did limited release at first. A lot of people didn't even know. like what theaters it was playing in. Even myself, I had it booked. I'd booked to go see it at a certain theater, and then uh, like a further away theater, and then suddenly it was like, oh, magically it's at another theater, and I ended up canceling the tickets and didn't get any return like money for the tickets, but it was cheaper to go to Oakville instead of going to Toronto, right? So that's what I did. But anyways, so it's now as of July 23rd, so as of yesterday, it's got a total gross of basically 125 million in the box office, and this is in domestic release only. So this in limited domestic release. This isn't
Yeah,
across
it's
all theaters,
not like everywhere. Yeah,
right? So they're comparing this to the two dumpster fires, at least one anyway that I've heard of with the Barbie movie, how bad this one was. But they're trying to compare it to that because those two movies, they've destroyed the Sound of Freedom's opening weekend, which was around 40 million. But so Oppenheimer
yeah.
here,
But also like Barbie's like not even close. Oppenheimer is at least based on real stuff, but
right?
like
It's
I still
comparing.
feel like it's not even
Yeah,
close to
yeah.
a fair
It's
comparison.
it's not at all, but they're trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but
Yeah.
like you got enough.
Well, they're trying to brush it away because these are the human traffickers.
Mm,
Whoever wrote this article, that you fucking probably looking at kids right now.
oh, I just bit my tooth. I told you last week I loosened my teeth. So this one here. Wow. Okay, so Barbie the opening weekend did 174 million. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Is that
Eight,
Oppenheimer's taken in domestic gross of
80
80 million,
domestic.
worldwide of 174. Barbie's earned even more with 155 million domestically and 337 worldwide. But again, for one, completely different types of movie. One, you're going to sit and watch Barbie. You're going to sit and watch, and it's just going to be like fluffy garbage.
Like
Oppenheimer is
the
obviously
only
going
thing
to
you
be
could hope
different.
from for Barbie is that they have like Margot Robbie and some like small
I'm
outfits.
sure they, I'm sure they're doing something
That's
like that. But
probably all.
and Barbie, I think that movie cost like 100 and I think it says it actually in the article here. What did it say? It costs 1.28 to 145. Oh, sorry, 128 to 145 million to make Barbie, and Oppenheimer 100 million budget, as opposed to Sound of Freedom with $14.5 million budget. So
Oh, okay. So, but they're also saying too, compared to the Sound of Freedom,
yeah,
they need to make over $1 billion.
right, almost $1.5 billion for Barbie, and
Yeah,
basically $1 billion
to
for Oppenheimer.
compare um, budget
What?
based on budget.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So clearly, Sound of Freedom is a massive success for the type of movie it is. And again, this isn't a good feels movie. This is an awful feels movie. Um, it's a movement movie, is what it is.
yeah.
You're trying
It's
to
depressing because
yeah,
then you realize just how much of that's going on. You're like, oh,
yeah. Especially you watch it and then you see the true story. Like they actually show real footage events of the movie, like the actual footage events. You're like, holy shit,
yeah,
that's exactly basically the movie. Like
yeah,
they did do a lot of there's Hollywood stuff going
yeah,
on
yeah.
there. You
They're
got to make
acting
them.
out scenes and
You got to
stuff
make
like
movies
that.
entertaining.
There's a couple things in there. I think the creators were saying were like exaggerated
Yeah,
and whatnot.
yeah. But that's movies, right? It's
Yeah,
like otherwise you're gonna be watching like a documentary and you know just die of boredom and sadness. So, but good on Sound of Freedom. I'm glad it's doing really well.
yeah.
Um,
Despite the media pedophile industrial complex trying to suppress it.
censorship, man. All right.
Those goddamn kid lovers.
Yo, damn kid lovers.
Damn kid lovers out of my country.
Oh, you're getting them out of here. Oh, speaking of kid lovers, we got TikTok here. TikTok, this the garbage platform that everybody wants to do garbage things on, and I think it's successfully infiltrated and taken over our culture over here in the West. Just think about what's happened in the last bunch of years. You TikTok doing these stupid little videos. They've now all these challenges and stuff. They get pushed over from. We're getting interrupted. They get pushed over from TikTok now. These little challenges or whatever, and
Yeah.
then people are taking them over to YouTube. They're taking them over to You know?
I don't even think it's fair to blame TikTok though, because this has been happening
Mm,
for a long time.
yeah,
I mean, you have YouTube when it first started, that's fine or whatever, and then it got worse and worse with like censorship and curation, and then you have stuff like Vine pop up, which is basically just TikTok.
that's true.
And then that had its run, and then you have like Instagram doing stuff, and all of these apps just sort of slowly kind of grew to where it is now, and TikTok is just like the latest of
But
it
Vine
all.
was before TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way before.
So I think TikTok maybe
Um,
copied Vine. Just
yeah,
kind of took.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think you can have longer form videos on TikTok, right?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm not on
Vine
TikTok.
was 6 seconds.
Oh, you can do longer than that on TikTok.
Um,
I think it's 15 seconds or something on TikTok.
TikTok's longer than that.
Is it?
I think you have minutes. But I don't even know if there is a
Hmm.
limit. It's at least a minute
I don't know.
because it's like YouTube Shorts.
Correct us, somebody in
Uh,
the comments if you know. I don't use TikTok.
yeah,
I
do
won't
I.
use TikTok. I refuse to download it. I have
Yeah,
people that will send me TikToks from time to time on like
yeah,
Messenger or something like that,
yeah.
so I catch stuff.
But
But
it's like all of these things have been leading to this, and TikTok is just like the latest one that's like the refined version that's like doing a lot of harm. I suppose is the right way to frame it.
yeah, um, for me though, it's the scary thing is this sort of infiltration of Western culture with this garbage, and we're just getting dumber and dumber and dumber from these. For one, our attention spans drop to nothing. I mean, you can't use nobody can watch a 2 minute video.
Yeah,
Our videos, oh my god, this is an eternity. What
this is a
a five
long
minute video
time.
or a
Yeah,
30-minute podcast?
that used to be short form content on
Right.
YouTube.
Yeah. Now it's
It's getting shorter and shorter.
trouble. But I think I hope anyway. I hope when we get some new governments, they might start putting some heavy bans on this kind of stuff, or at least actually, sorry, I don't want them to put bans. I want people to be able to do what they have to do, or
Open
what
source the code
right. So say, look,
and
if
don't have protections
right,
um, for these companies.
exactly. That's it. Just make it so they can't steal information, they can't steal personal data
Yeah.
from users, and you know, they can't sort of just control the whole.
Ideally, they have to adhere to the speech laws of the country that they're operating in,
Yeah.
rather than So, for example, if you're in America, you don't get the ability to play the role of publisher and platform at the same time. You
Hmm.
have to pick.
Yeah,
Like they need to fix the legislation to make that the case.
for sure.
Or you either curate it or you don't,
Or
and then
else
you're not responsible for the illegal stuff that goes on there.
exactly.
Someone, police contact you and you take it down. Then
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now there's self governance on like YouTube and such. People, I mean, to some degree, if YouTube flags you and you've got something, you're either they take it down or they flag you and then you take it down. So like, and then you people like obviously us, we watch what we say a little bit. We're controversial, but we also watch what we say a little bit. You know where you're at, right? You know what platform you're on and what sort of rules are. And I'm not even necessarily against that. That's fine. I can understand if it's like anything. If I go into a church, I can't be dropping f bombs all day long without somebody coming out and telling me get the fuck out. You're
yeah,
probably not going to
of
say that
course,
though. They're going to
yeah,
be like, God would like you to leave now.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
But so I'm not a big. I'm not against. You understand what the platform is, and you play within the adherence of that. What I'm against is all of the bullshit hiding and you know and secret theft. So we'll see if anything's done when we get a new government.
Probably not.
Probably
Not
not.
in this regard. And by the time they get around to legislating the social media companies, the AI will just be fucking doing everything.
Pretty much.
That'll be a problem.
Yeah.
The AI will be the problem. We're like, fuck, man, we were concerned about censorship. These fucking robots. There's a robot on my lawn right now, and it won't leave. How do I get him to leave?
Yeah, he's just sitting there, man.
It's like he's there.
He's
He
just-
won't let me get near him.
Yeah, he keeps censoring me. I keep trying to say things, he just censors me. That's funny. All right. Let's get on the next thing here. Okay, well, this might not matter to anybody watching. If you're an American, you really don't care that much, I guess. But maybe you do. I don't know. I couldn't say that. Maybe you're very nice Americans and you care about our watery provinces. We got one. Got a real watery one here. Nova Scotia over the last. So it says here. I'll just read it. It's a CNN article. CNN's okay when they're not getting political. So the article is not a complete dumpster fire. Biblical proportions: 3 months worth of rainfall floods Nova Scotia, forcing evacuations as crew search for missing people. So there have been a couple people that have gone missing. I guess there was 4 as of this article here, but as you can see by this picture, just check this
It's just
picture out.
widespread flooding.
It was just crazy how much rain they got over. It was basically over 3 days, but
God decided finally something had to be done about the Nova Scotians. I've been saying this for years.
You have been. You have been.
And God, I guess, has finally come around to my side.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You made a good argument, I think. He finally said, you know what? They're insufferable.
They are.
Those Nova Scotians.
They are.
I'm kidding.
These goddamn Nova Scotians.
He's not. I'm kidding. No, I've been to Nova Scotia. I love Nova Scotia. It's great. Nice little province.
Well, yeah, I'm sure the province is great. It's the people I got a problem with.
I'm not going back now. Can't even drive through there. Look at this.
No. Try landing a plane in that.
Yeah. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. A road collapsed. My God. Look at this. Look at this picture here. That is crazy. Well, if you can see that very well in the video image. If not, go online and check out images from this. This is crazy. I wonder where that is. Let's see what it says.
It's in Nova Scotia.
Bedford.
Dingbird.
Yeah. Where in Nova Scotia?
It's not that big a place.
It's pretty big, bud. If you've seen old car commercials with the where they're driving through like the winding mountain roads,
oh yeah,
that's Cabot Trail in Nova Scotia. A lot of them, anyway. Yeah, we drove through that in a like pretty souped up Mustang. It was hairy. We were like going sideways a little bit up.
You're like, oh god,
there's literally like a guardrail. Just that's it, stopping you from falling off the side of the mountain. Hit that hard enough, you're going. But yeah, let's hope that guy gets his car out or gal. Good thing that the wiper's up.
Yeah,
we want the wiper up.
Keep it safe.
Yeah, just keep it safe. So, anyways, whatever. Let's see what's it say. Prime Minister Trustin. I almost said Trustin
Justo.
Douchey Trudeau offered support to Nova Scotia residents in a post on Twitter Saturday afternoon, saying that with air and marine assistance.
Oh, so our taxpayer dollars are going to go to helping the Nova Scotians?
I thought we sent it all to the Ukrainians.
Yeah, like we got nothing left.
I'm pretty sure we sent. What did we send? $341, I think it was.
Too much.
I'm pretty sure
$341.
$341.49.
That was half of the national bank.
That's what I'm saying.
Of all Canadian citizens' savings.
We can send you a couple pool noodles in Nova Scotia.
We do have pool noodles,
and we're going to send you a bunch of cloths for drying. Other than that, you're on the water anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you just, jack up the land?
Yeah.
Just get a bunch of jacks under it.
Just right underneath it.
Jack it up.
Raise it up.
You're already on the ocean.
Yeah.
Just saying, get it a little higher.
Like an obvious solution. Like
all that water, just run right off into the ocean. These people aren't. Obviously, they're not engineers.
Well, they're Nova Scotians.
That's true.
So you're asking for a lot.
The worst. There's going to be like one Nova Scotian watching this show. Be like, oh, these futzes.
Assholes.
Well, you guys are supposed to be Canadians. We're supposed to be, supposed to back each other up, but we're sorry. We apologize. You're kind of like.
Could be worse. You guys could be the French.
That's true. We got a big contingent of them. We love you, French. That's why he's not on the podcast anymore. He doesn't like people. He hates people, so he had to leave.
I like good people.
Well, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully, hopefully our Nova Scotian friends get dry soon. We're wishing you the best, and
hopefully you get some sunshine.
And let's get a lot of sunshine over there. But keep your rain. We don't want it over here.
No, don't send it this way. We've got enough of that.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so now we kind of got through the news of it.
The meat.
And
how we get this.
We're gonna get into something kind of fun here. All right. Well, found this video on my favorite. Thanks to you. I got to give you credit for this. This is one of my favorite sites. Clown World. I think they should give me money at this point. I talk about these guys literally every podcast. I just happened on this. I'll give you a really, really quick synopsis of what this is so you know. Actually, no, I'm not gonna.
No, just play. It's a
I'm
minute.
just gonna play it.
It's a minute.
Okay, here we go. This is funny.
Today I was at a coffee shop with a friend and I saw a stranger that I thought was really cute and I decided to go up and ask them out. I was hyping myself up for like 2 minutes because the thought of rejection terrifies me, but my therapist says that I should start doing it in order to meet people, so I approached the stranger. The stranger was sitting with a friend. I went up to them and I was like, hey, so sorry to bother you. I think you're really cute. I was wondering if I could get your number. They look at me and they go, oh my gosh, I am so flattered. That means so much. Thank you. But I'm actually straight. And I said, no worries. And I walked away and I didn't tell them that I am a woman, a trans woman, but I didn't say that. The idea of being rejected and having someone assume my gender felt safer to me than me standing up for myself and saying to the person I'm actually a woman. I have a deep voice. I wasn't wearing any makeup. I'm wearing a cute outfit though, so you know, there's that. I know that this isn't an everyday occurrence. It still hurt. It is what it is. We're not meant for each other. There are lots of other people out there who see me for the way that I see myself, and I'm excited to continue to find those people. And I'm still hot, so. Today I was at a coffee shop with a friend and I saw.
And I'm still hot. That's where that ended.
Well, you know what? You're not.
Okay, so we live in delusion at this point. Now, okay, a lot to unpack on this video. Again, not at all against transgendered people in general. Not at all. I got to preface it with that. But this guy looks like a dude.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy is a dude with some long hair, as far as I can see.
Yeah.
Dude voice, all that. I mean, he was mild on whatever. Mild on their criticism of the person that they asked out. Like it was mild, at least. And at least like this depiction of that person was mild too, right? It was like, oh, that person was very polite when they said, oh, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm straight, whatever. But this idea that they were like incorrect in their assumption.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, they were right.
They see, other people see me as I see myself. No,
Yeah.
people placate to your idea
Yeah.
of what you see yourself as,
Yeah.
but they're just being polite.
Yeah.
You look like a guy, so people are just going to assume you're a guy. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just weird. It's
This
weird.
is just one of those things.
I would respond the exact same way. If that person came up to me and said, hey, I'm interested in you. Can I have your number? I would probably just say I have a girlfriend or whatever. But if I didn't or whatever, I would say, no, I'm sorry. I'm straight, but I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. It's really, really flattering that you came up to me and thank you for coming up to me. Whatever. Same
weird thing, pretending that like a straight man at being with a transgender woman, like that's not straight.
Right.
Like it's not necessarily as far as like being gay, but it isn't straight.
Right.
Because straight is that male female thing, right? So when you add these other things, you're like, okay, now you're doing something different. It's something else.
Yeah.
And that's those are things maybe we should have words for that we don't necessarily have words for.
There's
unlike all this other made up stuff.
Yeah, there's a level of perversion, but like it's not like when I say perversion, I mean like in the absolute literal sense of the word, it's not saying someone is perverted in the negative way of saying they're perverted. It's just you have a kink or a sexual
or you have a like degree of tolerance to where like maybe you don't care so much that the person has certain parts because they look a certain way. You're like, it looks good to me.
Yeah.
Like
certain people, like I get it. The idea that there are a lot of people out there that are what they would call gender fluid. It's just essentially bisexual. It's like you really
no,
don't.
That's not gender fluid.
I know what I'm saying though. It's like when they're okay. Yeah, I probably use that.
Yeah.
But where they don't really care about any. They're like not asexual. Asexual means they don't have sex.
Demisexual.
Or something.
Some weird fucking.
There's
word.
another
just
one.
Bisexual when they like anybody.
These are like varying degrees of bisexual. I would think.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Like you have a very mild degree of it, where like you're pretty much for the most part straight, but then like the right tranny walks along, and you're like, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think in this particular case, this person is quite delusional, and again, kudos for not really putting down the person that they asked out.
Yeah.
being very. You can tell I'm being
This
very
bigot
particular about
rejected
how I'm
me.
using my pronouns here.
Oh, you're talking about this dude, this man,
Shush.
pretending.
All right. Well, we should just end it there before we get kicked off. All right. Well, so comment in the comments.
Saying what it is.
All right. I'm glad you're back because there comes another strike. If I get another strike, you're never going to see this guy again.
Someone has to say it.
Yeah. On the platform that's woke. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next thing here. We're already in trouble. We're probably going to get in trouble for this one too. These protesters. So
Pre-Nazis.
Well, sure. Okay, so this video, I'm going to play the video. This video is it's irritating. But here goes. So if anybody has been watching these oil protesters in Europe, this one's in London. A quick preface to this: this was a woman taking her child apparently to the hospital, and she was being blocked in traffic. But here it is. Come on.
Click the replay.
Oh, yes. So she's yelling at them. Oh, it's not her. It's the lady in the car. Okay.
These people are evil.
Oh, but she's in the car with her. Okay. Oh, look at this guy. He looks sad.
Yeah.
He looks like
sad.
he's being forced to do it.
He might be. He's like dating one of the fucking chicks that are there. Look at that fat girl right there.
Okay, so
like they should just be able to just go.
I played a video before.
Give a certain amount of time, and then it's like, you know what? Fuck you.
Well, I played a video before. That's about all of this. I played a video before where where they were physically moving the guys off the street.
Yeah,
it was hilarious.
Yeah,
it was so fun to watch.
Everyone loves those.
But here's the hypocrisy in this. Okay. For one, these are the dumbest people in society.
Among them,
you are protesting oil and the usage of oil and you're holding up traffic and causing all these vehicles to
burn more
oil. And feel like
pissing everybody off Are you really insane? Not winning anybody over.
That's like saying I want to save trees, but you're cutting trees down.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Did somebody not explain to these people? That's not how you protest. You don't just protest pissing a bunch of people off on the street and causing more of the thing that you're trying to protest against.
Yeah.
Like, it's like these idiots who protest climate change that are flying around in private jets and shit. It's the same hypocrisy. Every one of these pieces of shit are hypocritical fools. They're the dumbest of us. They clearly have nothing better to do than to do this shit. And sorry, if some got ran over, well, so be it. What I would hope didn't happen is when they got run over, that they punctured like the oil tank or something, and the oil leaked onto the ground, because that would be an environmental travesty.
Just run them down. At this point, that's what we've.
Well, I couldn't imagine. Honestly, I would. People would get hurt if that's my kid in the car and that's a legit thing, and I'm trying to take my kid
going
down.
through.
Yeah, I'm going through.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm going through.
I'm going through. You can arrest me from the hospital.
Yeah.
While my kids.
I would go through slow. Like, I would kind of try and make sure I bump them out of the way. I would, but
let them know I'm going.
Yeah.
It's your last chance to get out of the way. Yeah. Oh, you're staying? Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I think I'm going to invent it. You've heard it here, so I'm going to open source this invention. A big giant net, and you can put it on a tractor trailer on the front of the tractor, and it'll just swoop these people. And the way it'll do it is it'll take their feet out from under them, and they'll land in the net, and then you just drive them to wherever you're going to take them.
Local landfill.
And just drive them away. Just drive them away and have people, then pull them off the road, and everybody gets to go.
Does it have a big hole in the ground?
Yeah.
That's deep enough and steep walls that they can't climb out of, and just dump them in. Just start dumping the protesters in there, and
then pour oil on them.
Pour some oil on there. Give them oil to eat.
And park a big truck of like Dawn beside them.
Yeah.
So like, here you go, you can clean yourselves out. Ah, that's troublesome.
People are awful.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, that's enough of that.
It's enough of that.
That's
Enough of
enough
the
of that.
nonsense.
Yeah, we barreled you off with a couple. Well, a funny video, and then, well, sort of, I guess.
But not so funny.
Funny, not so funny, and then the second one, not so funny at all. But thanks for watching. If you did, if you didn't, thanks for nothing. Say it every week.
Yep.
7:00 on Mondays.
Yeah. What
All I ask for, it's like what we're at 41 minutes now. This is long. It's only because Tyler's back. Normally I keep it a little bit shorter, but if you haven't done so already,
Things do tend to be longer when I'm around.
oh no, ding 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 ding. He's not talking about his, schlong. Just talking. He's tall. He's got a skinny little thing. I can't even say anything about it.
It's a manly vagina.
If you haven't done so already, hit the like button on this. If you're watching watching it after the fact, still hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and check out our videos during the week at 5:00 every day. And like I said again, our live podcast at 7:00 on Mondays. And jump in the comments section if you're watching the show. Say something. Let us know you're there, and let us know what you think, and we'll riff off.
I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah, basically.
Unless you agree with us.
Well, if you agree with us, you're right. If you don't, you're wrong, and then we'll tell you. So easy peasy. All right. Well, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Peace soup.
Oh, I gotta. Oops.